Okay, welcome to the tips for the 2nd of November 2024. Let's have a quick look at how we went last week on the 29th. So we had 4 selections during the week. If you'd stuck to the odds, you would have made 40 cents, and had you gone and just ignored the odds that were posted, it would have been 56 cents. So we're all up now. We've had 680 selections for about a $67 profit. And if you'd stuck to the odds, 372 selections for a $22.59 profit. So going pretty good there at the moment. It's on $30 liability that's being recorded here. Obviously, you need to be risking a bit more than $30 at these sort of odds when you're laying if you want to make any sort of money. So let's jump into today's selections. I've got quite a few. It's a big day of racing with the Melbourne Cup Carnival kicking off. Lots of quality races at both Flemington and Rosehill today. So let's jump into it. So if we start at Rosehill, I've only got race 7. I've got 2 horses in race 7. Number 10, it's not running well enough this year with 10 races for 0 wins. I'm willing to risk that one up to $150. And number 11 in that same race, I think it'll struggle from this barrier against the competition in this race, so I'm willing to go up to $400 on that one. I'll just zoom in a bit so we can see them a bit closer. Then we've got Flemington, race 7 again, number 16. It hasn't won a race. It's a maiden. I think this race is a bit too tough on a major carnival day. I'm willing to risk that one up to $500. Then we jump over to Ascot, race 4, number 11. It is outclassed. The jockey doesn't look like it's going to help this one get through. It's not one of the top jockeys. So I'm willing to go at any price on that one up to the 1,000. Then Ascot, race 6, number 10. Again, it's outclassed. It's had 4 races for 0 wins. Here I've only got $40 as the max odds. I don't think there was many here that I could find that would win the race. Then we jump to Newcastle, race 3, number 15. Struggled in its first 2 starts, got a wide barrier. I expect it to struggle again here, up to $500. Race 4, number 8. It's only beaten 3 horses this year. I don't really see that changing in this race. I'm willing to go up to 150 just because it's such a poor race. And Newcastle, race 5, number 8. It's had 7 races for 0 wins. I'm willing to go up to 120 in that race. Then we jump out to Dubbo where there's quite a few selections. So race 3, I have 3 selections. Numbers 11, 16 and 18. So number 11 is outclassed. I can't see it winning this based on the few races it has run. I'm willing to go up to 120. Number 16, it's outclassed and it does prefer softer ground. I've tipped it based on it preferring that softer ground and it shouldn't win, so I'm only willing to go to $80 on that. And number 18, it's completely outclassed in this race. It's had 24 races for 0 wins. I'm willing to do that at $1,000. Then we jump up to Dubbo race 4, number 16. It's a big step up in class. It's had 16 runs for 1 win. I'm willing to go $200. Then Dubbo race 5, number 4. Again, another one that's outclassed. This one has no hope in this race. Willing to go up to the $1,000 odds in that. And same race 5, number 8. Another one that is outclassed. It needs an easier race. I'm willing to go up to the $600. Then we jump to race 7, where number 13 is the selection. It's in a wide barrier. It's outclassed. It's going to be right at the back. It's not going to run on, and it needs wet ground. So many things going against it. I'm willing to go up to the $1,000 again. Then we go over to Coffs Harbour, race 2, number 8. It's had 112 races and it's an 11-year-old. It's only won 4 times. It's completely outclassed here. I believe it's a sprint as well. So an 11-year-old is not going to be able to compete against younger horses. So think of it like a 50, 60-year-old competing against a 20-year-old in a sprint race. It's very unlikely to happen. I'm willing to go and risk up to the $1,000 odds there. Then we have race 4, where I'm going to do numbers 2 and 10. Number 2 is likely to settle at the rear and not have enough pace to run on, and number 10's only ever beaten 2 horses in outclassed. So number 10, I'm going to go to any odds at 1,000, but number 10, at any odds at 1,000. But number 2, I'm only going to go up to the $60. Then we jump to Gold Coast, race 3, number 2, only one race, and it's had a layoff of 180. Only one race and a layoff of 180 days. And in that one race, it had lost 11 lengths. I just don't see, even with 6 months off and training, it making up those 11 lengths. So I'm willing to go to $40 here. $40 because it's only had that one race and it's had the 6 months off. So it will improve, but can it improve 11 lengths? Probably not. Then we jump out to Toowoomba. Race 1, number 10, it's just outclassed. I'm willing to go up to $600. Toowoomba race 2, number 9, it's got one win from 69 starts. The distances are all over the place. It's running from like 1,400 metres to 2,000 metre races. I don't know what the trainer's trying to do here. I just don't think it's likely. I'm willing to go to 120. Toowoomba race 3, number 7. It's a very small field, but this horse is outclassed. I'm willing to go to the $400. Then we jump to race 4, where I've got 3 selections, 5, 11, and 12. Number 5 is likely to fall back and not have the speed to run on. I'm willing to only go to $40 on that one because it has shown some potential. Number 11 can't run out the 1,000 metres. It's done okay in barrier trials at 800, but every race beyond that, it just seems to die on its run. So I'm willing to go up to $500 in that one. And number 12 has had 16 races for 0 wins, and I'm willing to go to 180. Then we got Toowoomba, probably the last race of the day, race 7, number 8. It's got 9 races for 0 wins. I just can't see it competing against the top few here. There's quite a few poor horses in this race, but this was the only one I was willing to go with. It needs the top few to run well. So I'm only willing to go to $60 on that one. Then we got Bow Desert, race 4, number 3. It's not a great race, lots of very lower class horses. But it's outclassed even in these lower class horses. So I'm willing to go to $200 there. Kalgoorlie, race 6, number 5. It's struggling since it returned from a spell. Because it's shown a lot of capability before that spell, I'm only willing to risk this to $30. Probably one to just be wary of. It could go on to win based on its performances before the spell. And okay, where are we up to? The next one is Traralgon, race 1, number 11. It's had a new trainer and it's had an entire year off, but in its last few races it was warned for being uncompetitive, so I can't see it turning that around. I'm willing to go up to $200. Then race 4, we've got numbers 12 and 14. Both are outclassed, completely outclassed. I'm willing to go to $1,000 on both of those. Then we go to Mortlake, race 1, number 7. It's had 69 races for 0 wins. I think this distance is too short. Willing to go to $300. And then we jump over to Alice Springs, race 1, number 9. It's had 10 races for 0 wins. Pretty sure we've laid him previously, and he's not up to this class, so I'm willing to go up to the $1,000 odds. Alice Springs, race 3, number 5. It's had 9 races for 0 wins. It's been beaten home. It has only beaten home 4 horses this year. Willing to go to $200. Alice Springs, race 4, number 7. It's been beaten by the horses that are in this race previously. It's had 35 races for 1 win. I don't see it changing the outcome here, but there's not much in this race, so I'm only willing to go to the $50. And the 3 meetings where I could not find a selection were Morfettville, Eagle Farm, and however you say that last one, is it Witchyproof? No idea. But couldn't find anything there. The horses were way too lower class, and not consistent enough to give us any confidence. So all up today, we have what do we have? We have 34 selections. So 35 selections. Sorry, that should get us over the 700 tip mark. It looks like a great day of racing. As always, I will be laying these for a lot more than $30. I suggest you do not lay them for more than you can afford to lose. Remember, I have lost twice. It's been a while since we had that loss. Those losses did come in races where I've tipped multiple horses in a race. I've done that in quite a few races today. So everything is kind of suggesting that, look, we may have another loss coming up. But with only the 2 losses out of 680, I think we're still going fairly good. Some great horses running around today, as I said. There's a lot of racing going on. It's taken a while to get through all these meetings and do the form. So let's hope we have another successful day, inching closer to those 1,000 tips, which I am hoping to get done before I head off on a holiday in the next couple of months. So, good luck if you are tipping today. Thanks for watching, and hopefully we have another good day if you're following. And I'll be back tomorrow with some more tips. Enjoy the day of racing.